Definitely putting Kendrick in, even though Worth got on base twice. He just looks old as dirt. He's an error waiting to happen.
By the way, his throw, I get it. It's Zobrist, it's a double. But it was like a 5-hopper. Does he not even harm anymore?
No, it's just he's so broken down.
By the way,
I think Adam Lind get some back here. I know you can't start him, but like last night there was a couple situations where you could have pinch hit. I mean, you could have
pinch hit for Scherzer. Somebody pointed this out. Could have pinch hit for Scherzer before he came out for the 7th inning,
right?
And just said, "All right, no hitter, 6 innings."
Is that when he couldn't lay down the bunt? I can't remember. Yeah.
No. I think that was earlier in the game.
Earlier.
That was like in the 3rd.
But then you're pulling a guy who's got a no hitter going.
I know, which I always hate. But I'm
but you
always against that.
You could have pinch hit for Worth last night.
All right, so
in
you
the
want
9th, right?
So you want
when
Lynn
they brought in
more.
Wade Davis.
What else do you do, if anything? Do you move Trey Turner down?
Let's see.
What does
I would probably
Jason
you know what?
Baker do?
I would probably lead Rendon off.
Lead off with Rendon.
Yep.
And where do you put Trey?
I would go Rendon, Harper, Murph, Zim, Kendrick, Turner.
That's weird.
Who am I
and
missing
then Taylor Wieters.
And Taylor
Wieters Taylor.
Yep.
I would I like JP's a little bit better because that's kind of like what brought you there.
Right.
Except for Kendrick. But Kendrick was a big too.
Take, but
we're just trying to shake.
Guess what? It's not working right
I don't
now.
know why they changed.
What does Cakes Baker do?
Baseball cakes can't put in a lineup. I mean, I have too many other things going on in my life to put together a hypothetical
All right, here's the question.
lineup.
Would you move Turner out of the leadoff spot?
Yes.
All right, so you got to replace him.
I don't know who I put there.
Oh, okay. Right.
But that is
you're not taking him out of the lineup.
He's a freaking
down.
windmill. I love
I know
him.
he is. He's
I
struck
love
out
Trey
5 times.
Turner. I love the skill set, but for whatever reason, he just can't handle the spotlight.
But you know what?
No,
Harper,
it's just
outside
right
of the home run, Harper's been a windmill and Murphy's been
I
a
agree.
windmill.
The whole team's windmills. I get it.
Surprising.
First
for
4
Murphy.
guys yesterday were 0 for 16.
Right.
Or you just say F it. It's do or die. This is our lineup.
Riding or dying with these guys.
This is it.
I do that with everybody but Worth.
By the way, that's probably what Dusty will do. If he does anything, he'll, insert Kendrick. But my guess is he's probably going to.
The time to insert Kendrick was yesterday.
I agree. But we just said what we would do. But what do you think Dusty's going to do?
Let's
Dusty's
hear what
probably not going to change.
Let's hear what the listeners would do. What are the fans doing? If he starts Worth tonight, I absolutely will pinch hit Lind for him at some point if they have a righty out there.
This is how bad it's been for the Nationals.
Can you put him in the field, though? Because he's a butcher out there, too.
No, then you just replace him with, if it's
So
Kendrick
I will give
or
him
Robles.
kudos for having the bleach blonde hair that I wanted when I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
He's doing it in his 30s.
This is how bad it is, though, for the Nationals hitting. And I don't buy into they get up to hit for Gio and not for
No, but there might be a little. It's not that they don't get up,
Strasburg.
but there might be something to be said, JP, for a little sense of urgency, a little
Maybe.
more urgency.
It's the 5th time in the Nationals' postseason history that they had a starting pitcher allow 1 hit or fewer in at least 6 innings pitched.
And they lost the game.
And then they lost the game. That's
I mean,
stunning.
that's snake pit.
Well, if you
There's
look
no
at-
other way to describe it.
If you look at the Cubs' batting averages against the starters in this series, and then you compare them to their batting averages against the relievers, I mean, they're hitting over 400 against the bullpen, and they're hitting like 115 against the starters. I mean, they can't hit the starters, but they're killing the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Cubs play Dusty come out to take the ball from whoever they're jumping up and down in the dugout,
right?
Because they know they're going to hit the pen. They're going to get to him.
All right,
Especially
let's go.
when he puts in the JV.
Let's go to Guy in Silver Spring. Yeah, they're bringing in the B team relievers. So weird. Guy, what's up?
Morning, gentlemen. So the last caller kind of took my thunder here, but I think you actually got to start Lind today, no matter what, because and Dusty can fall back on the fact that it's a righty-lefty matchup, and they got to get as many lefties in this lineup to make Arrieta uncomfortable. And to your point, Jason, earlier, Turner leading off has been horrendous, and he's behind in counts every time. I mean, at the very least, try and work the count a little bit and maybe draw a walk here. So I think you got to move Trey Turner down to maybe 9. That way he's leading off once they get through the order once. And I would start out with a lefty at the top, like even Harper or Murphy here, and just make Arrieta uncomfortable, bounce him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Thank you,
Yeah,
buddy.
I don't think they'll go to those measures. I don't think they're going to lead off Harper. I think that he's probably going to keep Turner up top. But you're right about Turner. I think he's just pressing. He's just feeling the pressure to get on base. He knows he has to get on base, and he's just not putting good swings on the ball. He hit one ball hard yesterday. Zobrist made a great play. Give it to him, but that's the only ball
I'm
really.
surprised that it wasn't even closer at the bag. Like, he's so fast.
Pretty close.
I think it was pretty close. I mean, he was hustling. He was scooting.
I expected him to actually beat it out.
He's swinging a bad
He hit the ball
pitches.
so hard, though.
Yeah.
He's swinging a lot of bad pitches.
Yeah, I just think he's out of his – I don't think this stage is too big for him or anything. I just think he's in a bad groove.
Mm-hmm.